Babe Ruth pretending to roll over Lou Gehrig in 1927. There's a curious young girl on roller skates who interrupts an army patrol. This happened during the Battle of Bogside in Northern Ireland in 1969. In 1917, Elsie Wright and her cousin Frances Griffiths took photos with the Cottingley fairies in the village of Cottingley, near Bingley in West Yorkshire. It was one of the greatest hoaxes of the 20th century. On September 3rd, 1967, Sweden switched from driving on the left to the right side of the road. That was the first day of the major change. A policeman is holding up traffic so that 4 egg chicks can cross the bridge at the Serpentine in Hyde Park, London, around 1966. Satchel Paige at his final pro baseball game, where he pitched 3 scoreless innings for the Kansas City A's in 1965 at the age of 59. An easy chair and a nurse were provided in the bullpen. It's a dog wedding, dating back to 1900. Ku Klux Klansmen ride through a black neighborhood with a noose to dissuade African Americans from voting in the elections. Miami, Florida, 1939. Really? They used to play with skulls? Children in the slums of Cumberland Street, Dublin, Ireland, 1940. The pair are dressed in clothing from 1850. Playgrounds were extremely dangerous in the early 1900s. These progressive high school girls are learning the finer points of auto mechanics in 1927 USA. Alice Liddell, the inspiration for Alice in Wonderland from 1858. This daguerreotype is the earliest confirmed photographic image of Abraham Lincoln. It was reportedly made in 1846 by Nicholas H. Shepard, shortly after Lincoln was elected to the United States House of Representatives. Christmas Toy Store window display, New York, 1910. A German man accused of having a relationship with a Jewish woman. The caption says, "I am a race defiler, Germany, 1935. In 1933, A.L. Kern caught a 5,000-pound manta ray off the coast of Florida. Two surgeons, assisted by nurses, are performing eye surgery in 1933. Alright, here's a portrait of a young girl. She's got a pet cat in a pram and also a doggy. It looks like they're all enjoying the sun. This was taken in Cleveland, Ohio, in the USA, sometime around the early 1900s. 17-year-old Elizabeth Taylor is giving a bath to her Cocker Spaniel Amy in 1949. It was 1957, and there was a blimp crash because of a nuclear test in Nevada. London, 1899. It's a tiny church car for a travelling minister, and it has an organ. The car also features a foldable rooftop steeple. This all happened in 1922. British children, who were evacuated to the United States, are reading news about the Second World War, which was happening back home. Leprosy, 1922. Popcorn with milk, 1930s. Young Carrie Fisher is watching her mother Debbie Reynolds perform on stage in 1963. A Japanese mother and her child are sitting amongst the ruins of Hiroshima. This was after American airmen dropped the atomic bomb. They called it Little Boy on the city in August 1945. The Twilight Zone, The Masks, 1964. A farmer is fixing a tractor at a farm near Rockville, Maryland. This was in Maryland in 1940. Workers repaint the Eiffel Tower, showing the dedication to maintaining this iconic Paris landmark. 1932. It's a Victorian couple, and they're trying not to laugh while they're getting their portraits done. This was in the 1890s. Ballerinas in a rehearsal room at George Balanchine's School of American Ballet, 1936. An old man, Prohibition, hangs in effigy above the streets of New York just after the repeal of Prohibition on December 5, 1933. Soviet soldiers are listening to the sky with their ZT-4 locator, 1942. Alright, so we're talking about testing gas masks. This is happening in London, England, back in 1932. A photographer above the skies of Berlin in 1912. In the 1940s, men dressed in shorts and cowboy boots served up to women at a drive-in in Texas. This is one of the first photos of Queen Elizabeth, taken 1 month after she was born at her christening in May of 1926. On April 4th, 1968, civil rights leader Andrew Young on the left and others were standing on the balcony of Memphis's Lorraine Motel. They were pointing in the direction of the then assailant whose bullet had just struck Martin Luther King Jr. The shape of the Statue of Liberty is formed by 18,000 soldiers standing in formation. This was at Camp Dodge in Des Moines, Iowa, USA, around 1918. Emmeline Pankhurst, the leader of the suffragettes, invites a crowd of 3,000 people to join the Votes for Women campaign. 1908, London. United States soldiers wearing all their field equipment are learning the chin pull method for saving men from drowning in 1942. A plainclothes detective stopped a man wielding a razor in Glasgow, Scotland, 1971. A double-decker horse tram is making its way through the busy streets, giving us a look at early public transportation. This is London, around 1900. During the 1950s, coal is still the main source of energy as Leicester, England, moves into the industrial era. It's Leicester, England, in the 1950s. Two girls greet their wounded father returning home from war in 1940. Marilyn Monroe seductively applying Chanel No. 5, New York, 1955. English film actor Michael Caine at home with his mother and brother in 1964. Frida Kahlo painting in bed, 1940. The Beatles concert was in Wigan on October 13, 1964. There are Soviet children in sleeping bags heading to their dorm room in 1930. The Maybach W3, 1924. Che Guevara in Pyongyang, 1964. A ghostly apparition was caught on film during a wake around 1920. February 1939, packing house workers in a migrant labor camp near Canal Point, Florida. Some of them are from Missouri and Arkansas. There's no water, no light, no sanitary facilities. The Sears Roebuck catalogue assembly line in 1942. A seller of motorized roller skates in California, 1961. Gertrude Ederle, the first woman to cross the English Channel, did it on August 26, 1926. She finished in 14 hours and 31 minutes, beating the male record of 16 hours and 33 minutes. Police officers disguised themselves as women to catch a purse snatcher in the 1960s. The year's 1901, and there's an ad about in Montana. Some woodsmen are looking for wives. They were upholstered with a luxurious patterned fabric. The seat backs had a rounded top edge. There were armrests on either side and a small headrest. The seats reclined, allowing passengers to relax during the flight. June 21, 1933, English banker Montague Colley Norman, born in 1871 and passing in 1950, who was governor of the Bank of England, surrenders to the Pearly King of Hackney. The Pearly King is selling flags for charity outside the Bank of England in London. Children in the Iron Lung, 1950. What a perfect day on the lake, and it's made even better with this impressive watercraft. Vivien Leigh played Titania in Shakespeare's A Midsummer Night's Dream at the Old Vic in London, 1937. Robert Helpman also starred in the production as Oberon. National Hot Dog Month in Chicago, 1960. An Aboriginal boy has a kangaroo pet. This was in Australia, and it was published in National Geographic in October 1955. April 1942, DeLand, Florida, machine shop pool, aircraft construction class. These carefree high school students are learning the serious business of war production in a Daytona Beach vocational school located in a revamped nightclub. A Dutch couple takes a stroll along the beach in the 1930s. The young man is enjoying his first dance. He has a big smile on his face. He's with a young woman. There's a band playing in the background. It's a special moment for him. Marilyn Monroe and Elvis Presley, 1951. The Sinking of the Andrea Doria, 1956. Rosa Parks is arrested in Montgomery, Alabama, in 1955. Venus, the bulldog mascot of the destroyer HMS Vansittart, is standing at the helm. She's embodying the wartime bulldog spirit, Royal Navy, in 1941. An American soldier who lost his legs in World War I. The BMW Isetta microcar, Germany, 1955. Two women are seated under lamps for artificial sunbathing in the 1930s. In the 1910s, clothing styles were changing. Women's dresses were narrower and more streamlined than before. The hobble skirt was popular, and it restricted a woman's stride. The silhouette was more slender, with a higher waistline. Hats were large and elaborate, often decorated with feathers and ribbons. John D. Rockefeller giving a nickel to a child, 1929. It's an old traffic accident in the Netherlands from 1914. Girls are walking ducklings in a water trough. This happened in Washington in 1927. "17-year-old Bianca Passage from Hamburg dances on wine bottles in a cat costume, 1958. A worker in a cosmetic company covered with relics of lipstick kisses to prove that the dyes in lipsticks are harmless, 1960. A glimpse into life in a Glasgow slum, capturing the harsh realities of urban poverty in 1868. Glasgow, 1868. In 1965, photographer Martin Frank captured an image of children going up a spiral staircase in the newly built children's library in Clamart, France. A young boy is carrying 2 bottles of wine under his arms. This happened in 1954. Tragedy by the sea. Their 19-month-old son was playing in the sand. Somehow he was swept away by the tide. The little boy is gone. There is nothing anyone can do. April 2nd, 1954. Katherine Johnson was an African-American mathematician whose work was fundamental at NASA. Marie McKenna and Marjorie Ramsey are demonstrating beach fashion in Southport, 1938. Alright, so in the 1970s they were teaching the physics of surfing in California. A butter protector, 1950s. A World War I German Zeppelin was forced to land over France in 1917. The 14th Dalai Lama at age 2, 1940. John Farnsworth covered in kisses by actresses, New York, 1944. A portrait of a mother and her daughter, photographed in 1910. Right, here's what's happening. Soldiers are opening Christmas care packages. The packages are from the World War II era, in the 1940s. Wang, the human unicorn. Outdoor water treatments around 1950.